here's the plan. I don't have one.
Get busy living or get busy dying.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Monsterman Adventures. I'm in the Grays River Valley, just outside of Alpine, Wyoming. I'm going to go up here and find a camp spot for tonight. I'm looking for a place called Moose Flat Campground. I've stayed there before, a few years back. I don't think it's too far down here, somewhere near the Boxway Ranch, I believe. But, we'll find it. It's not showing on my GPS, but it's I'm sure it's on my phone. I'll have to maybe stop and look. It's on my Onyx for sure. Looks like there's quite a bit of dispersed camping available out here. But, of course, there is fire restrictions going on. I'd just soon have a regular campground where I can have a picnic table and all that good stuff, so. I did forget to get some cash when I was at Alpine there. Seems like I always forget something. All these little fire pits got a little flag in them. I'm assuming that's a reminder that there's a burn ban on. No open fires are allowed. You can still use your gas grills, things like that. But, and then I'm not sure what the status is at an improved campground. You might be able to have a fire in a regular fire ring in an improved campground, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did not allow that. The river looks good. That's Grays River. We'll also see how good our cameraman does this trip. Make sure he keeps that lens clean. He does not have a good track record. I believe this is my campground. Oh, no, it says Murphy Creek. But I can have a look. It's not the one I was looking for, but it might work. After talking with the campground host there, I decided to go ahead and move on down the road. He was not too worried about the fact that I didn't have any cash, and I tried to tell him I would pay online or whatever. He said not to worry about it. This was the last weekend that they were going to be hosting the campgrounds anyway, so he said it was no big deal, but there was another guy there that was kind of listening in, so I didn't think it would be fair if I didn't have to pay where he did. And I just decided it was best if I just went on down the road, tried to find that other campground, and if there was a host there or whatever I needed to pay, then I would just go find a dispersed camping spot. So I decided to go on mosey on down the road, and we'll take it from there. Well, here's camp. This is Moose Flat Campground. And pretty nice little campground. Got all my crap back here on the table. So, believe it or not, all that crap was on the bike. But anyway, we're all set up, and this little squirrel, I don't know if you can see him back there, he's taking quite the interest in the stuff on the table here, so I'll have to get things put away here pretty quick. But anyway, I met the neighbor over here, Bob, Pretty nice old boy. He's from Tennessee. Talked to him for quite a little bit. Anyway, he invited me over for coffee in the morning, so looking forward to that. Okay. Well, once again, we'll check out the bear box that the Forest Service puts out here. We'll see how they did. Yep. No bears. No bears. But I'll put my food in there. We should be good. So there's nothing like a good campfire, except for maybe one in slow motion. So it turns out, after talking to my neighbor Bob, that campfires are allowed in campgrounds as long as it's an improved campground and it's in a metal fire ring. So it was pretty nice. It was a little cold in the morning, so it was really helpful in the morning. Well, good morning. It was a cold night. I had to get up and put a layer on. I'm not sure how cold it got, but I definitely had to get some more clothes on while I'm in bed. That bag I got's a 30-degree bag. It's a down bag, but I probably need to switch it out for my 10 or my 0-degree bag for this time of year. But cool thing was, is all night long the elk were bugling and making noises and cows were barking, and that was kind of neat. Them bulls, they'd bugle a little bit and then kind of bark and chirp and whistle a little bit, and then cows would start barking a little bit, and yeah, it was all night long too. And then of course first thing this morning, early, just before light, I heard a lot more bugles, but a lot of that was probably hunters. But anyway, yeah, it was a interesting night. But I got up, went over and had coffee with my neighbor there, old Bob. He got up early and made coffee and invited me over. So I had coffee with him, and he's headed back. He's from Tennessee. I'm not sure where he's going now, but he is going to look for some stuff I lost on the road. Somewhere along the line where I went and hooked up this camera and everything yesterday, I apparently left my rear bag open, and I lost a little bag that had my extra batteries and my charger for this camera. I also lost a $20 bag of beef jerky. I don't know which I'm more upset about, but I gotta believe I'm experiencing a little bit of short-term memory loss here. That's apparently it's not uncommon for people in my condition that have gone through this ketoacidosis and all this stuff. So we will just kind of try to be more careful. I think I'm gonna make me a label for the inside of my windshield, a little reminder to check my bags, because that's not the first time that's happened. So anyway, we're gonna mosey down the road here. I'm gonna head on out of this. I'm not gonna turn and go out through Afton. I'm not sure that road's even open because it's really close to that fire. But I'm gonna go further south, probably to Cokeville, Wyoming, and then cut over to the east and try to find that tri-state marker. So we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. A little chilly out this morning still. Probably should have left that jacket on underneath this riding jacket. I'm gonna turn on my grip warmers here. Definitely got that feeling of fall in the air up here for sure. Oh, and I'm starting to feel those grips warming up. It feels good. That was a really good investment. I can't run them all the way up on high though. They get almost too hot. Setting of 2 or 3 is plenty. And my breakfast was good. I had a Mountain House freeze-dried meal. I've kind of gotten away from those for a while. I just happened to have that one and brought it along, and I'd much rather do something else. Even powdered eggs. I don't mind those. Powdered eggs and a chunk of Spam. Makes pretty good breakfast, actually. I do have some oatmeal, but I have to be careful with oatmeal. It runs my sugar too high. I'd be curious to know if there's any other adventure riders out there that are diabetic or have health issues that make it difficult to ride and camp. Our coach Moto Giant, if you follow him, he's like the king of that. The guy lost his leg and didn't slow him down. He's still riding. Pretty impressed. But I couldn't imagine that. But anyway, after seeing what happened to him, I really tried to make darn sure all the straps and everything on the back of his bike are all secure, because that's what happened was one of his bags come loose and got down into his back tire, skidded him, and then he high-sided the thing and just pretty much tore his foot clear off. But hell of a man, tell you what. Guy just acted like it was no big deal. Oh, something biting the shit out of my leg. And whatever it is dead inside my pants. I better stop and check my blood sugar. Got a little spot back there. I got a little bit dizzy. Not sure what that's all about. It's really a strange feeling when you're riding a motorcycle and that happens. You see where it dipped down into the red there for a little bit this morning. But that wasn't just now. But it's coming back up. The red is anything below 70. I really don't like making a deal out of this whole diabetes thing, but it's just something I gotta live with now. There's thousands of other people out there in the same situation. Shouldn't be a big deal. It's just new to me, so. I'm just a little bit pissed off that I lost that jerky. That would be right here in my tank bag and easy to get at. Well, the timing of finding this place was perfect. I got that out of the way for this morning. Head on down the road. Yeah, this is one of the guard stations. Can't, forgot the name of it already. I just saw it on the sign. Where's that short-term memory loss thing again? Goes south. The barn. Yeah, coyotes. Little coyote pups. Now that's cool. Like the coyotes. Just little pups. Well, I finally caught something on camera. What do you know? Cool looking mountains. Boy, there ought to be some sheep or goats or something up there. I can't take my eyes off the road to gawk off up into the hills. Just too rocky. Starting to get hungry again. Oh crap, it's 11 o'clock already. Huh. Of course, I did pretty much take my time getting packed up this morning. I think that little draw I just went by, I think that's the one that's got the trailhead that goes up to a little lake. Well, this is a lot better road. Haven't had all those rock gardens, but the bad part is on a good road like this, people drive a lot faster. including me. Okay, so I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. I'm still dumb. Let's just get that fact straight. But I did find this road. This is the right road. I was thinking that I had screwed up and I was going to come out on 89 south of Afton. But no, this is the road I had intended to go down. I just came across it a few seconds ago. So we'll follow this on out, and I think this is called Dry Fork. That's Fork, Dry Fork. It's like it's quite a ways down. It goes all the way down. I'll follow it down and hit another road, and then that'll bring me right into Cokeville. So stand by. Kind of have to force myself to slow down a little bit on these roads. I love this hard packed dirt stuff. Now, you can really get going on it, but it is the weekend, and I'm on a heavy bike, loaded down with stuff. Just need to keep my wits about me. Don't be stupid. Make sure the trolls don't get my tires. Kind of like flour. And dusty. Slippery, too. You'd be surprised how slippery that stuff is. Even though it's this fairly aggressive knobby tire I got on it, it still wants to slide around a little bit in that stuff. Some lunch. We got some Pop-Tarts buried in my bag back there. It's going to take a little bit to get them out, but that's okay. Normally I'd have some tortillas handy and some chicken or tuna salad, but I probably have the chicken and tuna salad. I'm sure I do. I got those in that food bag too, but left the tortillas at home. Getting or I'm gonna have to make lists, forgetting things a lot. But the tortillas, the wife's fault. I told her to remind me not to forget those when I packed stuff up, so that's on her. Or at least that's who we'll blame it on anyway. Well, it's getting warm down here now. If I stop and dig that stuff out, I might have to find some shade to do it. And looky there. That kind of looks like shade. Got a lot of cow pies in it, but that's okay. Well, I come around that corner way too fast. Or, jeez, asshole. Anyway, I got some lunch in me, a little chicken salad. Just ate it right out of the bag since I didn't have my tortillas. And then just a couple of cold Pop-Tarts. That should get me going. A little sugar, but it's okay. Get moving here. I took my puppy vest off with the bag. It was plenty warm down here now. Feels pretty good. I haven't looked at the temperature. My bike tells me what the temperature is. It says it's 77 degrees out here already. Wow. Wonder I was feeling warm. Yeah, that road keeps going a ways, don't it? Boy, that water looks good. Guys fishing it over there. That's cool. Well, I finally hit the asphalt. That's some pretty neat country back there. Lots of cattle country and hay and that, but kind of reminds me a little bit of that Medicine Lodge area in Idaho. Well, and in Montana, Medicine Lodge up there too. I don't know what river that is down there. Sure looks good. I'll look it up and post it when I process the video. Put a name to the river there. I don't know, big enough to be a river. Maybe it's a big creek. Creek. I'm not sure what kind of bike that was. Might have been a new Gen 3 KLR. Not sure. Didn't get a good look at it. When I first saw it was a motorcycle, I thought it was a big road bike. I'm going, yeah, that guy's going to be sorry. He's going to have to turn around and go back. Nope, it was an adventure bike. He's going to go up into the Grays River area, more than likely. Almost got that bird. Okay, well, we made it to Cokeville. Gassed up, got some lunch. Now I'm going to see if I can find that marker, that 3-state marker. Getting kind of dark over there. Wonder if it's going to rain. Yeah, that's looking a little darkish over that way. Yeah, with any luck, I'll be cutting to the south of it. I won't get caught in it. Well, that marker should be somewhere right up here to my right. But all the roads I've seen so far got gates across them. What's this? Guess I gotta go in there. Yeah, if it starts to rain, I'm gonna have to get the hell out of here. But supposedly, I can cut all the way through here, come out on Indian Creek on the east side of the North Shore, Bear Lake. Yeah, I can feel it now. It's gonna rain. I'm gonna have to find a place to turn around. I think I'm gonna have to get the hell out of here. Do not want to be stuck in here. This looks like it could be muddy. I can even smell it. It smells like rain. I can certainly get turned around here, but do I really want to? That's the question. I gotta be getting close to that marker too. Well, life is full of bad decisions. I might get up here and find a little side road to get up to the markers. Goes right up the bottom of one of these draws, which is going to be just a little too gnarly for me on this loaded bike. Just a little bit further, they said. It'll be fun, they said. It's gonna be up here. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's up there, and I'm not walking up there. I don't think I could walk up there if I wanted to. So now I just need to decide if I want to keep going on the dirt up that canyon behind me, or if I want to go back to the asphalt. I don't know which one's going to keep me dry. Maybe neither one. You can see over here, it looks like it's getting a little darker, but I don't know. It's like maybe it's a little clearing behind it, actually. Well, here comes the rain. It kind of looks like it's raining up there to the west. I'm gonna be a wuss. Of course, if I was a really big wuss, I wouldn't be riding this damn powdery shit. Got that going for me. Badger holes. As long as they don't come out after me, it's all good. Been there, done that. I was just thinking, what do I do if a badger does come out after me? Just lift my feet and keep going. I do have a little protection. I got my 380 with me today. That might just piss him off is all. Oh, you know what I should? Well, too late now. Well, the wind's blowing too. I should have put my drone up in the air and flew it up to that marker. Dumbass. Yeah. That wind's kicking up. It might not have been a smart move to do, but. And the longer I hung out up there, the more chance I had of getting rained on too. So, did not want to be stuck in this stuff here when it's wet. All this loose dust and everything, it just turns to mush. Well, I think I'll head over towards, what time is it? Gee, shit, it's 2 o'clock already. I'll head over towards Montpelier. Maybe go up, well, I'll stop in Montpelier probably. Get something to cook for dinner. A little more ice. And then maybe run up Paris Canyon, find a campground up there. I would go up Bloomington Canyon. That's really pretty up in there, but last time I was up there, it was so full of people. It was ridiculous. Of course, it was earlier in the summer, but I was really looking forward to getting on that hill up above Bear Lake on Indian Creek there. This road will take me through all the way through to there, but I'll get a picture and some video of the lake from up above. If you're not familiar with Bear Lake, it is the most beautiful color of blue. And very seldom does a camera even really show the exact color that it is, but even a video or a picture of it is just absolutely beautiful. I think that was the right choice, bugging out of there, because that looks like what I'm seeing in the mirror. Looks like that was where I was just at. It's already raining. Over. Yeah, it's dark over there where I just came from. It's black. It's a good thing I didn't stay up in there. I'd probably be fighting the mud right now. So anyway, it's all good. Really windy out here. Kind of fighting that. You can probably hear it in the mic. Maybe, I don't know. So just pulling into Montpelier here, and I was wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. The canyon that has Stump Creek in it and the Montpelier Reservoir, that's up here on the other highway that goes out of town over towards Afton and that. Yeah, short-term memory loss, it's a real thing. I'm telling you. All right, well, we got gassed up, bought me a steak or two, soda pop, got some cash. Gotta be forgetting something. I'm gonna head over here towards, yeah, you see that big black cloud over there? Yeah, that's where I'm going. You got Paris Canyon, you got St. George Canyon, you got Bloomington Canyon. One of those has got to have a decent campground in it. That ain't full. I'm hoping. Yeah, worst case scenario, I'll come back to town here and get a hotel room. I'm not against that. I'm showing the Paris Springs Campground, 10 miles up Forest Road 427 outside of Paris, Idaho. We'll go have a look at that one. Looks like it already rained here. Well, back there, not here. That's weird. I have a hard time believing it's a very popular campground going up this road. Unless, yeah, this road probably intersects Paris Canyon Road, and GPS just took me this way. I would almost bet money on it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry. Cows. I was just thinking about shutting the camera off when that deer stepped out. So I'll think about it some more, but I won't do it. Bug out. I think all we did was a long way down a short road. Campground and road closed. What the? I don't think so. Come back and look at that sign again. Son of a
dirty perky shark, a back flat and Fortin, Philip Bunker Martin, Perkaluma Burton, whack a frax, whack, back and floated back, car and that car of back, sweating as a trapper, all friggin' paracut.
Well,
Dirty Turkish architect.
I couldn't put a sign up at the other end. I guess we'll go check out St. Charles Canyon. Or Bloomington Canyon. Or whatever. They could have put that sign right back there. Actually, no, up here. Get a little carried away there, dumbass. Okay, don't get pissed. Just ride the bike. Going too fast into that corner. It was a little loose. Well, I know when I'm whipped. I went up that Ferris Canyon and that campground's closed. Got up there to St. Charles Canyon or Bloomington Canyon, and somebody told me on the way there that one's full. Started up St. Charles Canyon, and that cloud was just black right up that canyon. I mean, just a black wall. Like, okay, you're beat. Just call it a day. So I'm headed back to Montpelier. I'll do a little hotel camping tonight. So on my way back to Montpelier, I stopped in Paris where I had seen a client of mine out barbecuing in his yard. So I stopped and gave him those couple of small steaks that I had. I didn't want them to go to waste. They were already starting to thaw out. So gave those to him and then made my way to Montpelier and checked into the hotel. So the picture you're looking at here is a picture from the next day's events. So stay tuned for that. Video coming soon. You all have a great day.